MINDIA, Mind of India.
Urban centers worldwide are grappling with the mounting dilemma of construction and demolition (C&D) waste management. This issue transcends borders, echoing as a global challenge, yet its resonance is particularly profound in the context of India's rapid urbanization.
Globally, we'll understand that construction is a very extractive industry and it has a huge carbon footprint. As an example, sand and gravel alone are mined to the extent of 50 billion metric tons globally. And the construction industry contributes to almost 20% carbon emissions in the world. Having said that, we realize that India is rapidly urbanizing, as is the world, and there is an urgent need to decarbonize this industry. The Terwilliger Center for Innovation and Shelter, Habitat for Humanity's International's global program, and in India and in other parts of the world, we are trying to make housing markets more inclusive, resilient and competitive for the low income.
The humongous number of projects that's going on and the disposal of the C&D waste that's being generated is being a huge impact in the construction industry right now. It's difficult to find landfills and also to dispose the huge amount of C&D waste that we are generating and dumping into empty landfills.
So when you take a C&D waste, it's a concrete chunk, right? And it has bricks, it has ceramics, it has wood and everything. Because if you see the quantum of the C&D waste in India, it varies from 10 million tons per year to 800 million tons per year.
So I would take an example of, say, the demolition which occurred in New Delhi recently, where two twin towers were brought down and almost 8,000 tons of waste was generated. Out of this waste, the valuable like steel and plastic are easily extracted. It is the rubble and the masonry which actually goes into landfills. So the idea is, can we use this rubble and masonry to make construction components like manufactured sand, test the concrete which is coming out of that, and promulgate adequate rules which can incentivize people to use construction and demolition waste.
So what IIT Madras is doing, specifically me and my research group, we are exploring the various alternative materials and studying their potential for different application, whether it's road or the infrastructure.
For the last 10 years, there has been always a demand for more construction aggregates, and there has been a lot of implementation of using manufactured sand, because a lot of river sand has been in use for the last 20-25 years. The usage of river sand has been to a mass extent that a lot of riverbeds have all been depleted.
So now what is happening, our entire focus, the industry focus is on making the sand and the rocks out of mountains. But sooner or later it will be finished. Then definitely we have to come with the alternative materials for those things.
ஹைவேஸ் டிபார்ட்மெண்ட்டை பொறுத்தவரை எங்களுக்கு ஹைவேஸில் ஒரு ரிசர்ச் ஸ்டேஷனே இருக்குது. அவங்க இந்த மாதிரி ஆல்டர்னேட்டிவ் மெட்டீரியல்ஸை யூஸ் பண்ணுவோம் அப்படிங்கிற ஒரு இதில் இருக்காங்க. எஸ்பெஷலி வேஸ்டேஜஸ் மெட்டீரியல் யூஸ் பண்ணுற மாதிரி இருக்குது. ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள், தூத்துக்குடியை பொறுத்தவரையும் அங்கே காப்பர் ஸ்டெர்லைட் இருந்தது. அவங்களுடைய ஸ்லாக் மெட்டீரியல்ஸ் நிறைய வேஸ்டேஜஸ், தே ஆர் அன்னெசரி டம்பிங் இது ஆர். ஸோ வி யூஸ் இட் ஃபார் த ரோட் கன்ஸ்ட்ரக்ஷனுக்கு ஹைவேஸ்லேருந்து நாங்கள் எடுத்து யூஸ் பண்ணோம். ஸோ இதே மாதிரி C&D மெட்டீரியல்ஸும் யூஸ் பண்ணால் இட் வில் பி மோர் யூஸ்ஃபுல்.
Habitat's Terwilliger Center promotes innovations that are the center of housing and climate change. One such solution lies in the utilization of recycled materials from C&D activities, offering a sustainable alternative to virgin resources.
In Chennai, we have two recycling plants by the GCC, and then we start communication with a startup. They are maintaining and managing both the plants.
We process the garden waste which is generated along with the construction demolition waste also. So we have 4 plants in Chennai. This has been done with the support of GCC, Greater Chennai Corporation. Any developing economy generates a lot of construction demolition waste. So this waste has to be processed, otherwise it will be dumped all over the city and it will create a lot of nuisance. So we almost process 95% of the waste and we produce value-added products like fine sand, coarse sand, aggregates, and we dispose this to a lot of new applications. We promote, we suggest applications which can be reused. So we have already started the making of a byproducts with this like tiles, solid blocks, paver blocks, hollow blocks, which can be used for a construction of buildings in a better way. Chennai is better clean now rather than 2 years before.
By embracing this approach, not only do we mitigate the environmental impact of construction, but also pave the way for a greener, more sustainable future.
We need to work as a team to take this message to the masses, which will help people to start using the recycled products.
At the Terwilliger Center for Innovation and Shelter, we are trying out a living lab experiment, which is actually a pilot going on in Tamil Nadu, where we are going to use sand or aggregates manufactured from construction debris, blend it with manufactured sand, make concrete and blocks which will be very rigorously tested to civil engineering standards, and construct a building to showcase and create awareness of how construction and demolition waste, which is actually a challenge and a problem, can be converted to a business opportunity.
As a new dawn rises on climate action globally, we witness the power of collaboration and innovation. Habitat for Humanity International's pilot project stands as a beacon of hope, showcasing how sustainable construction can not only conserve resources but also transform communities. With smiles on their faces, children eagerly enter the school, their laughter echoing a promise of a brighter tomorrow. In this tale of creativity, resilience, and determination, we find inspiration, reminding us that through collective effort, we can build not just better structures, but futures filled with opportunity and joy in a safe, clean, and thriving earth for all of us.
MINDIA, Mind of India.